Think better of. I was going to speak to his father about that matter, but I thought better of it. Make much of. All the students made much of their teacher's decision. Make little of. She was brave and cheerful, and always made little of her troubles. Make light of. This is not the kind of situation that should be made light of. Make nothing of. Making nothing of the cold. He went out in thin clothes. Make fun of. They always make fun of Rose because her hair is green. Make a fool of. He was made a fool of. Make sense of. Can you make sense of what the writer is saying? Make allowance for. The woman was asked to make allowance for the poor health of the baby. Catch sight of. They caught sight of Tom in the crowd. Lost sight of. You must not lose sight of your main object. See much of. I haven't seen much of Johnny lately. I wonder what has become of him. See anything of. I haven't seen anything of him lately. Do the sights of. I'm going to do the sights of London next week. See the sights of. I'm going to see the sights of London next week. Take charge of. You won't have to take charge of that. Keep an eye on. Keep an eye on the girls, they are poor swimmers. Would you mind keeping an eye on my luggage while I make a phone call? Have an eye for. Tom has an eye for modern painting. Turn a deaf ear to. He turned a deaf ear to my advice. Have a high opinion of. I have a high opinion of the film director. Has a strong liking for. She has a strong liking for cooking. Has a strong fancy for. She has a strong fancy for cooking. Take a liking to. He suddenly took a liking to detective stories. Take a liking for. He suddenly took a liking for detective stories. Make use of. He made use of the opportunity to improve his English. Make the most of. Taro makes the most of his time on the train by preparing for classes. Make the best of. It can't be helped. Let's make the best of the bad job. Take advantage of. This opportunity should be taken advantage of. Avail oneself of. He was glad to avail himself of any means to succeed in life. Pride oneself on. She prides herself on her skill in cooking. Take pride in. His heart was not in his work, nor did he take any pride in it. Play a trick on. He wasn't perhaps playing a practical trick on us. Play a joke on. He wasn't perhaps playing a practical joke on us. Have an effect on. Have an influence on. Have an impact on. We were all surprised at the effect the news had on him. Lay emphasis on. We lay emphasis on the importance of being sincere. Lay stress on. We lay stress on the importance of being sincere. Take part in. He took part in the athletic meeting. Take delight in. He takes delight in listening to music. Take pleasure in. He takes pleasure in listening to music. Have faith in. The infant has faith in his mother taking care of him. Play a part in. I think each of us played a part in inviting today's confusion. Play a role in. I think each of us played a role in inviting today's confusion. Make friends with. We have made friends with Tom. Keep company with. You should not keep company with such people. Take sides with. He tends to take sides with the weaker party. Find fault with. They always find fault with others. Get the better of. Do you think the Democratic Party will get the better of the Republican Party? Take account of. In judging his work, we must take account of his lack of experience. Take the place of. Plastics have taken the place of many conventional materials. Take care of oneself. George was so tired that his doctor advised him to take better care of himself. Take leave of. He took leave of his family and got on board. Take notice of. The students have taken no notice of these instructions. Can't make head or tail of. I can't make head or tail of it. Help oneself to. Please help yourself to the fruit. Pay attention to. Don't look away idly. Just pay attention to what you're doing. Gave birth to. She gave birth Monday to her first child. Give oneself to. Give oneself up to. In those days, the aristocrats gave themselves up to pleasure and luxury.